Welcome back to our journey through the ancient and mysterious world of the Anunnaki. In this chapter, we delve into one of the most iconic and powerful stories of ancient times, the Great Flood. This tale, immortalized in the fourth tablet of the Lost Book of Enki, recounts a catastrophic event that has been etched into the collective memory of civilizations across the world. But what role did the Anunnaki play in this epic disaster? Let's explore the profound and complex narrative of the Great Flood as described in this ancient text. The fourth tablet opens with a world on the brink of chaos. The Anunnaki, those celestial beings who once descended to Earth with a mission, are now deeply entangled in the affairs of their creation, humanity. As the human population grows, so too do their ambitions, desires, and conflicts. The Anunnaki, particularly the higher gods like Enlil and Enki, find themselves increasingly divided over how to manage this burgeoning civilization. Enlil, the god of wind and air, becomes increasingly frustrated with humanity. He views them as a source of disorder and sees their growing numbers as a threat to the balance of the earth. His frustration turns to anger, and he begins to contemplate a drastic solution, one that would wipe the slate clean and restore order to the world. Enlil's plan is nothing less than the destruction of humanity through a great flood, an event that would cleanse the earth of its imperfections. But not all the Anunnaki agree with Enlil's harsh judgment. Enki, the god of wisdom and creation, takes a different view. He sees humanity as more than just a flawed experiment. He sees them as beings with potential, capable of learning, growing, and contributing to the cosmic order. Enki understands the dangers of unchecked power, and he recognizes that wiping out humanity would be an act of hubris that could have dire consequences for the Anunnaki themselves. The tablet describes the tension between Enlil and Enki as palpable. The Anunnaki are divided, with some siding with Enlil's vision of destruction and others supporting Enki's plea for mercy. It is within this conflict that the story of the Great Flood takes shape, not as a simple act of divine retribution, but as a complex decision fraught with moral and philosophical implications. In the midst of this celestial conflict, Enki takes a bold and secretive step. He decides to warn one human of the impending disaster. This human, often identified in later traditions as Zayusadra or Utnapishtim, is chosen by Enki for his wisdom and piety. Enki instructs him to build a massive vessel, a great boat, that will carry him, his family, and the seeds of all living things to safety. Enki's actions are a testament to his belief in the potential for redemption and his unwillingness to see his creations destroyed without a chance to prove their worth. As the floodwaters rise, the tablet vividly describes the devastation that sweeps across the earth. Mountains are submerged, cities are washed away, and the cries of the perishing echo across the land. The world as it was known is obliterated, leaving only those aboard the great boat to survive the deluge. This moment marks a turning point, not just in the story of humanity, but in the history of the Anunnaki themselves. The tablet concludes with the aftermath of the flood. The waters recede, and the survivors emerge to a world that has been cleansed and renewed. Enlil, realizing the gravity of what has transpired, is filled with a mixture of relief and regret. He acknowledges that his wrath nearly led to the end of everything the Anunnaki had worked for. In a rare moment of reconciliation, Enlil and Enki come to an agreement. Humanity will be allowed to continue, but under the guidance and oversight of the Anunnaki. The story of the Great Flood, as told in the fourth tablet of the Lost Book of Enki, is a narrative that resonates on multiple levels. It's a tale of divine conflict, human resilience, and the fragile balance between destruction and creation. The Anunnaki's involvement in the flood myth is not just a story of punishment, but also one of salvation, revealing the complex relationship between these ancient beings and the world they helped shape. As we continue our exploration of the Lost Book of Enki, we will uncover more of these ancient mysteries and the lessons they hold for us today. Join us in the next chapter as we delve deeper into the enigmatic world of the Anunnaki and their enduring influence on human history. Thank you for joining us in this chapter. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our ongoing journey into the lost and hidden stories of the Anunnaki.